August 6, 1968, a musical phenomenon was born by the name of Paul Crutcher. Since the age of 16, Paul fell in love with music as a whole. Fast forward to 20 plus years later, Paul Crutcher is still working in the music field and loving every minute of it. When asked about his first musical experience, Mr. Paul responded with this quote.
My first radio job is when I was 16 years old. I got a job with a local station. It was a 50,000 watt radio station. A friend of mine's father owned the station, and so that was kind of my connection to it. And he trained me up, and I started my first night when I was 16 in a station that broadcast to basically two states, where it was a big station. And I stayed there for 3 years through high school. And so then when I went to college to do radio, I already had 3 years of experience under my belt.
Monday through Friday, and sometimes on the weekends, Paul graces the halls of Lander University with his contagious smile, soothing voice, and his sensational knowledge about music. Most days for Paul begin at 6 a.m. and sometimes don't end until 9:30 that night. Since the birth of his child in the form of a radio station, XLR Lander Radio, Paul has been overseeing the growth and progress of this station and is very pleased with its college ratings and campus involvement. Here are Mr. Paul's thoughts on XLR 10 years from now.
I think we're going to be much more of a community station, not just a campus station, but a community station. If the FCC license that we've applied for goes through, then we'll be on the air on the FM dial in Greenwood. So I see a lot of community partnerships. I see underwriters that want their message to not only go to students, but also to the community being involved. A lot more community involvement. That's what we'd like to see in 10 years. And students still rocking it and doing their thing and hosting and learning how to do things.
It may be hard to believe, but Paul does manage to have free time on occasions. During these moments, he loves spending time with his wife, working in his home recording studio, and watching music documentaries. As a graduating senior, it will be sad to depart from Mr. Paul and Lander University, but I am honored to say I have met this wonderful phenomenon, musical, sensational genius, also known as Paul Crutcher.